Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate you tuning in. We are going to talk basketball today. Phil Leib is here. Glad you're here, Phil. Thank you very much. As we're going to talk basketball, the Flora Wolves moving into a new conference. Got to find all kinds of new people to meet and places to go. And do you even know where all these schools are?
Actually, I do.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, you've been at it for a while.
That is true. I have been at it a while. So
some of your fans may have a.
And I don't know, GPS works somewhere in some of those places, but
you're right. So some of those places, the GPS may just be a little bit iffy. A little bit iffy, but we'll get y'all worked out, folks. We'll tell you where everybody is as we talk to Phil today about the Flora Wolves. He's the Flora High School basketball coach, has been now for many years, and we'll get into that here in just a little bit. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, here on this Tuesday? This is Tuesday, November 2nd. I got to tell you, folks, I was looking. I looked through Facebook. I looked through the radio stations, all the places that you go to find what's the currently going on. It's too close to Halloween. There's nothing going on Tuesday, November 2nd, but it is a new month, and hope you're all turned to your calendars for that. Also, coming up this Saturday, we're going to have the big time change, so get ready for that. But this is also National Deviled Egg Day. National Devil. It's been a real search, Phil. Oh, wait, it gets worse.
Oh, boy.
National Deviled Egg Day features an hors d'oeuvre for side dish for parties, holidays, family reunions, potluck dinners. Deviled eggs shine as the star of the show each year on November 2nd. Eggs are quite versatile when it comes to making simple dishes elegant. The deviled egg is another example of the humble egg and transforming it with one or two simple ingredients. That one looks like it's got just basically paprika on it or something like that. But you make it with spicy peppers, pimentos, relish sometimes, mustard. Actually, those have those first picture that has caviar on top of that deviled egg. That's and. What would that be? Paprika? No, not parsley.
As if the egg wasn't enough. I mean,
you would think the egg would be. You see, you got an egg with eggs. You got eggs with eggs right there.
That's
Look
right.
at that. You've got eggs with eggs. And there you go, folks. Enjoy your deviled eggs. What are some different ways to mix up, ladies and gentlemen, your deviled eggs? Swap out regular paprika for smoked paprika. There you go. You'll be surprised at the difference. Add garlic to the mix, maybe. Substitute for mayo. Maybe you can substitute, put avocado and lime in there. That'd give you a different color, I would think, for sure. And not only will your deviled eggs be tasty, they'll be pretty as well. Or top your deviled eggs with bacon or chopped tomatoes maybe and chives. All kinds of different things you can do. This is also November 2nd, also is National, now look at this one, nobody knows what this one is, National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. You have no idea what that is, do you?
I remember watching WKRP in Cincinnati.
There you go.
Les Nestor.
Well, this is actually not like that at all. The Broadcast Traffic Pros Day honors those in radio and television traffic departments. But it means traffic in that kind of profession means it's the people who set the commercials in the right spots and set the programming for the right spots. See, they need a day.
They do.
They really don't. I gotta tell you, I've known traffic people, and they get a day all the time. It's every day is their day. They get treated like gods on earth because if they're if they don't get stuff right, nobody gets paid.
Oh,
so everybody treats the traffic professional like a superstar every day. That's what you do. What else is going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Diabetes Month. In November, National Diabetes Month focuses attention on the growing cost of diabetes on American health, from the physical, emotional, and social effects to the financial and damaging health consequences. Diabetes impacts more than 30 million people in the United States. Also known as American Diabetes Month, the month focuses on making healthy changes and reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes. Healthful tips: manage your blood glucose, encourage healthy habits, stay prepared for emergency, monitor for diabetes complications, seek mental health support. You don't think about that when you're thinking about diabetes. As are you, ladies and gentlemen, at risk for type 2? 1 in 10 people have diabetes, and of the people who do, most of them have type 2, and of the one who has it, 1 in 4 people don't know they have it. So there you go. Some things you can do: stay at a healthy weight, eat well, be active. Some factors that may increase your risk for developing being overweight. Oops, mark me there. Having a parent, brother, or sister with having type 2 diabetes. No parents, but I got a sister with it. Being 45 plus years or older. Yeah, I got 3 in a row. Race and ethnicity. African American. I'll get a clear that one. Being physically active less than 3 times a week. Now, does it count? All right, I got to ask. You've seen me. I walk my dogs occasionally. I mean, every 2 or 3 times a week, once or twice a week. My wife will walk it the other times. But you see the amount of crap I bring into gymnasiums, and I'm walking up and down steps a lot. Does that count as being physically active? Say yes.
I think it would have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm healthy.
Yes. Now, that's a different question.
He's got a point. You've got an outstanding point there. Yeah, that is an entirely different question. And why in the world? Doggone it. And I guess they did it because Halloween just ended.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Halloween candy? Did you have a bunch of kids at your house?
We did. We ran out. My wife is so gracious. She wanted to shut the light off. She passed out my ding-dongs.
She did not.
Oh, my word, yes. I was like, are you serious? We're loving Christian people, so that's what we did. Then we had 2 ding-dongs left that shut the light off.
Shut the light off! I need dessert tonight. I don't blame you a bit.
We got 10 minutes left. There's no run on the bank. We're okay. So,
what's normally your favorite candy though? Whenever you had the kids going, Baby Ruth. I like that. Baby Ruth. Surprisingly, a lot of folks will say that's their favorite. So yeah,
but you don't see it passed out much.
No, you don't. People, the people who have it keep it.
That's right.
the people who have it. So yeah, you put Diabetes Month right after Halloween, and then with Thanksgiving in the month. So what are you going to do? Well, I tell you what we will do. We'll just go ahead and tell you what's on television tonight. World Series Game 6 tonight at 7:09. It's the Braves at the Astros. Max Fried for the Braves versus Luis Garcia for the Astros. That's on Fox. NBA basketball tonight. Miami travels to Dallas. It's a TNT doubleheader. First game at 6:30. Second game at 9. Channel 633. Second game is New Orleans at Phoenix. Have you seen New Orleans played this year?
Have not yet.
Zion Williamson gained about 50 pounds. He is a giant. More. He's huge. He's big. I don't know how his knees are going to hold.
Jeez.
He's a big guy. So, yeah, just keep that in mind for your gambling purposes, Phil.
Yeah.
I know how much money you lose on gambling. Phil doesn't gambling. It's all a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Gamble where are you, the deviled egg or not?
There's gambling. You're going to gamble whether to eat a deviled egg with caviar on top of it. I don't know about that one. Plus, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's back. It's MACtion. It's the Tuesday night football in the MAC, the Mid-American Conference. Your conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Eastern Michigan, the Hurons is at Toledo tonight, and that's on ESPN2, channel 638 at 6:30. Also at 6:30, Miami of Ohio is at Ohio University. Miami of Ohio, they're the Redhawks now?
You're right.
and Ohio U is the Bobcats.
Yep.
Bobcats. Yep. Also at 6 o'clock, Ball, and that's on ESPNU, channel 642. And Ball State is at Akron. The Cardinals at the Zips. I forgot to write down the other ones. I feel stupid. The Cardinals at the Zips tonight. That's on CBS Sports Network, channel 628. That is Phil Leib. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back here to talk Flora High School basketball, the boys' side, right after this word. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. I'm chatting here, or we're going to be chatting here with Phil Leib. Phil is the head coach. What was your first year as head coach at Flora?
The year fall 2000, so 2000 and 2001.
2000, 2001. So this is your 22nd season.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's outstanding. You must still be having fun.
I am. I look at it as a kind of a mission. I look at it as an opportunity to basically just do something I'm passionate about. I've always been passionate about. I love teaching them a game about basketball, and I love incorporating life applicable skills that they can learn along the way with basketball. And mostly, I just write, being with the kids and teaching boys to become men.
Yeah.
And what that means and how that looks like. So.
Well, that's the thing. you having been in it for so long, you have had basically families of kids that have gone through, entire families, and maybe soon you'll have sons of former players.
Yeah.
Is that something you're looking for? Is that an indicator of?
That is an indicator. It's like, it might be time.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah. I haven't had one yet, but man, it's getting close. So
Well, I just when I was thinking of that question, I was thinking, boy, yeah, that would be, they were getting very close to the possibility of. Well, I tell you what, you get the opportunity, which so few people do, other than people who see their own kids grow and that kind of thing. You get the opportunity of watching the physical maturation as well as intellectual and emotional from a kid from freshman to senior. Does it ever surprise you? Do you ever get surprised by a kid who's actually, when you see him as a freshman, you think, boy, he's going to be a head case for 4 years, and then he turns out to be just a wonderfully mature player?
it happens a lot. I mean, you see that, and they come in as a freshman because they just don't know what they don't know.
Yeah,
they've not been educated. They are just ignorant in a lot of things, and they come into the program. They get acclimated to what we do and how we do things, and other coaches and other sports. And next thing you know, they end up becoming the leaders of the next generation, the freshmen and sophomores. So it is neat to see. I mean, we get that more often than we get the other ones that don't amount to anything.
Is that right?
I think so. We really do.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's that of course is where lies your satisfaction, I suspect, right?
Yeah, it is, and it's because when we make them better people, they become better sons, they become better eventually husbands, they become better citizens, become better fathers. So it all starts just about becoming a better person, and really just what we're all called to do is leave the world a little bit better than how you found it.
Right.
So
absolutely, that makes sense. Now, whenever you do. You talk about not only making kids better basketball players, but making kids better human beings. How do you make that a part of, or how can a coach make that a part of their training or a part of the game? I mean, I can understand maybe making kids understand that there are good high times and lower times.
Right.
But what is something that you can do to really impress upon a kid and mature them?
Well, you talk about just responsibility. Hey, you're responsible for this part of the offense, this part of the defense. If you don't set that screen well, then we don't get an opportunity to score like we should. That's your responsibility, right? That's what you can control. You can only control two things on that court: your attitude and your effort. And that's pretty much the way it is in life. But those two things are huge. So responsibility is one. Accountability is one. Hey, if you don't hold up to your responsibility, you're going to be held accountable.
Right.
And
it's kind of like the. Maybe not as far as it, but the armed forces mindset. Yep. You're helping the guy next to you.
Absolutely. We're only as good as our weakest link.
Right.
But, I mean, that helps along the way. But, I mean, there's so many life lessons as the season progresses. And basketball it's 16 weeks. So, first 2 weeks, man, we're just cramming stuff in, getting ready for the season. But once we get into games, we usually take Wednesdays, and we have they like to call it story time with Coach Leib, but sometimes I'll just read a book to them.
Do you really?
I do. Sometimes, hey, this is a life lesson we're learning from this. And so by the end of the season, we finish that book, and we just take 20, 30 minutes just to teach them some life skills, some valuable life skills that, some will pick up. But if it just helps one kid, you made a difference in that one kid's life. But I've been amazed as far as throughout the years, the players that came back. Coach, I don't remember that, but what you told me at one time, do you remember that? I said, no. All right, Coach, you remember reading that story? Kind of.
Yeah,
but that's why you just stay in the foxhole. You just stay in the battle, stay persistent, because you never know when you're going to make a difference in a kid's life.
I guess that's part of the thing then. I mean, part of it is with being persistent, but also you've got to give a consistent message, don't you, all the time? Because teenage, I say it all the time whenever I'm doing a telecast. You never know what a teenage kid running around in shorts is going to do that night.
No.
You're depending a lot on what their mindset is, and consistency really has to be part of what you have to make sure these kids see, right?
Absolutely. And I try to model something that it's not necessarily to be even keeled. I think it's okay to be passionate. I think it's okay to be emotional, but so many times we let our passion dictate our emotions.
Yeah.
And right now we have have a society telling you, "Oh, that's okay." It's not okay.
It's not okay.
So when a referee makes you mad because you think that they didn't make the right call, that doesn't give you the right to show them up. You're going to have employers throughout your life that's going to make you mad. That doesn't mean you get to show them up. You have to learn to respect authority. That's another life lesson right there. And once you learn to respect authority, then you can be humbled a little bit. When you're humbled, you can be educated. When you're educated, then you become a better person.
I love it. I love it. I can't let this segment end without knowing some of the books that you have presented to the kids over the years. Maybe I was wondering if John Wooden or something like that. That's the first one that comes to mind.
Pyramid of Success.
Pyramid of Success.
That's an awesome book. I mean, he starts the first day teaching them how to tie his shoes. Why is that important? Because if you don't tie your shoe properly, all right, your foot slips, and when your foot slides in sneakers, you get blisters. And when you get blisters, you can't be the athlete he wants you to be or practice. And when you can't practice, you got to sit out. All because of just a little detail. Stuff like that.
It's the pyramid.
Yeah,
that's the foundational part of the pyramid. So what are some other ones?
The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews. Basically, a guy goes back in time is like what his life would be had he not lived. And he goes back in time and he visits Harry S. Truman. He visits, Take Responsibility, Abraham Lincoln, Seek Forgiveness, Colonel Lawrence Chamberlain.
Oh, really?
Person of Action, which was on Gettysburg. I mean, and there's like 7-8 different huge, profoundly life lessons that the kids love on that. So. Oh,
that's great. And the kids enjoy it, huh?
They do. And sometimes they sleep, but.
I was wondering if place has a thing if they're sitting there like this. Okay, little Jimmy, it's time to run laps. Man killers on the line. Here we go. I was trying to tell you about John Wooden.
That's right.
That's the fascinating thing, though, about a guy like Wooden. It is as fresh, or it is as true in 2021 as when he wrote Pyramid of Success.
Absolutely.
He wrote that before his first championship, and then he won 10 of them after of it.
Yeah. And you may say, well, things were different back then. Yeah, it's the same thing, but true. But still, he was an awesome coach.
Yeah.
I mean, he did some incredible things.
I think he wrote that, I want to say 1952, and didn't win until 64.
Yeah.
So there you go. Folks, talking here with Phil Leib. We'll get to basketball here eventually. I suspect we will, right?
Absolutely.
You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, back right after this. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right, or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking with Phil Leib. Phil Leib, he's the head coach. By the way, I did spell your name correctly. Make sure.
Hey. My dad will be proud.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I hope he's watching.
Yeah, me too.
That's cool. Phil is here, and we're talking about Flora High School basketball. Occasionally, in the course of actually it's all high school basketball at the with 300 400 kids. It's a cycle, isn't it? Occasionally you'll have some teams with better records, and then maybe some years maybe the kids aren't really as good as the last one. It's been kind of a rough period for you lately, hasn't it?
It has. These last 3 years have been really rough. We've had some great kids, and they're going to be fine young men.
Yeah.
Some of those guys, they've reached out to me in the past, and my mom, and that's just stuff you don't get back. So that's when you know you made a difference in kids' lives. But on the basketball,
they didn't have to do that either.
No, they didn't.
No,
they just, hey, coach, sorry for your loss. Hey, this, that. That means a lot. But we've had a rough patch, and like I said, when you go through cycles like that, we're not used to that.
It's been 40 years since.
Yeah, an average season for Flora basketball is 500.
Yeah.
You go 500, well, we weren't very good. But, God really humbled us because we took us 500 and down below.
You had a tough year last year. You got started. You ran into, whenever they rang the bell, basically. Yeah. And said you could start practicing, and you're playing next week.
So we find out on a Thursday, hey, you can play next week. I said, awesome. So we get to practice Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And a Monday. So we get 3 practices. Tuesday morning, go to school like anything. Had a little upset stomach, nothing, pregame jitters, a little chilled, pregame jitters. But then I put a cough drop in, couldn't taste it. Put some of that nasty hand side, couldn't smell it. This isn't good. So finished out, kept everybody away from me. Let my wife know, hey, this is what's going on. Let Toby know that, hey, this is what's going on. Sure enough, came back positive. Yeah. I did not close contact any of my players, believe it or not. We just try to keep our distance, but 2 of my players ended up getting it from somewhere else. So then that knocked out the freshman, sophomore squad and the junior varsity squad for the next 10
2
days.
Weeks.
Next 2 weeks. And then we finally get reprieved from quarantine, and then the blizzard hits. So now we can't get in the gym for another 2 days. So we really didn't get an official practice before we played Fairfield. We had 2 open gyms. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. And so you basically are coming in for the first game. Yeah. The first game of the season against Fairfield. Of course, all the schedule last year, ladies and gentlemen, was all messed up.
It was.
It was just terrifically messed. And you picked up some games at the end that you had lost earlier, right? That you lost to
we had to shuffle things around.
Yep. All right, so you get Fairfield, who's was coming off a 33-win season last year.
Great.
Yay.
And Coach Mack and I were great fans. Hey, you want to play? Yeah, we'll play. What was I thinking? But we played great. It's like, hey, we're going to be okay. Well, then we go to Onley the net on Tuesday, and we're up at halftime. Midway through the third, we're doing okay, but then you start to see the fatigue set in. And really, not only physical fatigue, but just the mental, because we just don't have the reps in. So we didn't go over that. Well, we haven't gone over that. We got 2 out-of-bounds plays. It's just all this stuff that you weren't prepared for.
Your opponents, even though they understand your predicament, they're also playing to win.
Sorry,
sorry about your problem,
but not that sorry. And then
I mean, I like Scott and I like Rob. They're nice guys.
Absolutely.
But they're also going to try to win.
And I would too. Hey, sorry guys, but and you're just trying to see. And then we played. I think on a Friday, man, we played Newton tough.
Oh yeah,
lost to the last second shot.
Yeah.
And then that Saturday, I think we had St. Anthony, and we played them to a 7-point ball game, low scoring. But then you can kind of see in our kids, see fatigue, and you see confidence.
Yeah.
And then confidence in a young teenage boy, it's just huge. I mean, I was like, man, if we can just get a win and just a couple, 2 or 3 wins, we're going to be okay. Well, we ended up getting one, but it didn't propel itself to the next level. So that's just
and everything was packed.
It is.
And it was packed in so tight, you ended up only being able to play. You played those 11 games over the course of like 25 days or something.
It was 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, once you were able to finally play. So, I mean, fatigue all the way. Who did you lose last year? You had some good seniors.
We lost Jaron Borders, a good 4 guy. I mean, he's just rebounder, played good D. Jay Desai, 5 guy. 6'4", post player, big body. Nikhil Ahua, just a good practice guy, good locker room guy. Always positive, always upbeat. And we lost Gavin Warren. I mean, he was probably our go-to guy last 2 years, and even as a sophomore, he'd
step up.
He'd step up. I mean, he was really the only guy last year we had that could legitimately create his own shot.
Yeah.
But hopefully we worked on some things this year. We got a couple of different guys that can step up and be able to do that now. So
I tell you what, let's take one quick break here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the expectations. Well, maybe not quite the expectations, but we'll talk about this team and how the numbers are looking and everything. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's Phil. I'm Bruce. Back right after this. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking with Phil Leib. He is the head coach of the Flora Wolves. And their first game is on Monday, Monday the 22nd. What are you doing playing on Monday night?
It is so weird, Bruce. I mean, we've been very fortunate. We haven't had a Monday, Tuesday game before Thanksgiving in probably 12 years, not since 2010.
Because usually you just, you'll hit Thanksgiving and you'll have your tournament.
Yeah, yep. We play that Saturday after Thanksgiving, which I kind of like. Kids hate because they're tired of practicing.
Sure.
But as a coach, man, another practice. But But now here we are. I mean, we got a lot of games. We got 30 games.
Do you really?
I mean, it's like 60 shy of the Boston Celtics, but other than that, we're playing 30 games.
Yeah, they're getting paid. Celtics, you're not paying these kids.
No, we're not.
It's going to be a fun year. I just know it. You've got. Tell me who's coming back and some of the. Give me a little bit of a look at the roster of the Wolves this year.
I mean, I think it is. Well, I'm excited because I think we're going to be a little better than what we have been.
Yeah,
we're still not upper echelon team, I don't think, but I think we're going to be a competitive team. We got Cole Young. I mean, he had been starting for 3 years, so now he's finally a senior. He's going to look to step him up.
Cole's such a good athlete.
Oh, he can do it all. He can bring the ball up. He can guard the best player.
And
he can rebound.
You're fortunate this year he stayed relatively healthy in football season.
Yeah, boy, I was praying Saturday. So.
I'll bet. Oh, it gets no kidding.
And then we have Trenton Harrell, who's a 2-year starter now too. He's grown a little bit. He's about 6'3", 6'4". We try to keep him out of the wind. Just he'd get blown away, but other than that, bless his heart, I love that kid. He is a warrior. He's gotten in the weight room, so he's gotten stronger. He's not gotten much bigger, but he's gotten stronger. But he's really worked on his game as far as his shooting. I think he can get to the rim. I think he can be a mismatch for a lot of teams. Holden Warren, a little lefty.
Has Holden started in much in the last couple of years? I didn't know if he
started last year, and then he'd just rather come off the bench.
Yeah, so I was going to say he seemed real comfortable when he would come in off the bench.
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that. Some people are like that, aren't they?
And it is. I mean, but he's just a competitor, hates losing. So we're looking for him to step up but he is as good as any shooter as far as you leave him open. And you need that. You need a guy like him just to stretch the defense out to keep him honest.
Is Trenton a senior?
Trenton's a senior. Okay. Cole's a senior. We got Caden Borsterdine, about 6'4". Football guy. I mean, he's lost a little bit of weight. He's got a great mid-range jumper. Well, he don't jump much, but he's got a great. I mess with. He's a great kid. I love him.
But the thing is, though. I mean, with his size, you need somebody who can move people around inside.
And that's right.
And Trenton, God bless him, is tall, but he doesn't have the leverage yet.
No, he does not have the leverage. Yeah. But he'll have to front a lot more. Caden, he can bang a lot and does a good job getting in position, play good D. I mean, he's like I say, he's a physical presence down there. Down at the junior level, we got Jacob Stanford. He's one of those kids you just want in a foxhole. He's one of those kids you want on the floor because he's going to do all the little things, all the dirty things that gets overlooked.
Is he a guard?
He's a guard.
Okay.
We'll play point guard. He's not as athletic as what he would like to be, but man, he makes up for it with his mental toughness, and we're looking forward to him. Ethan Durie really stepped up, I thought, this summer, and stepped up as far as with his shooting. He's really worked at that, so he can stretch the defense out and knock down some threes for us. He's still working, getting to the rim, how to handle that when he gets to the rim. Malachi Tolliver, another long athlete, just can jump. Another 6'2", 6'3" kid. These poor kids, I mean, they're a lot taller now than what they're going to be when they cut their hair. But it will happen. Bless their hearts. But
okay. The important thing, though, when do you set the roster size for the program? See, that's
a great point.
Yeah, you got to make sure you measure them for the program before you make them get the haircut.
It's like Fletch Lives.
Yeah, there you go. He's 6'6".
With the afro.
6'10" with the afro. Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, Malachi's a great kid, hard worker, can jump. He can shoot it too. But he's really elevated his game, I thought, last year, especially at JV level. Came in off the bench as a sophomore, played for us quite a bit as a sophomore, so he had a good summer. Jeffrey Mitchell, part of the Mitchell twins, triplets. James is hurt, 6'6", 250. He's out with the ACL, so we won't see him this year. But Jeffrey, really, I mean, that kid worked his tail off. He's 6'4". He's still a little awkward on the court, but man, he's learning the game. He's junior. He's junior. His mid-range jumper is good. And Bobby Palace, I think, is a good athlete. He's going to help, I think, down JV level. Some sophomores, I think he's going to help JV varsity. We got Lawson Spicer, can shoot it, can drive it. And Tyler Conrad just really worked his butt off to be a good player.
I didn't realize the Spicer boy was a sophomore yet.
Sophomore, yep. He's grown a little bit. Tyler's grown a little bit. Trevor Johnson's got a great athletic body. I mean, he's about 5'10", about 180. I mean, he can. I like Cole. I mean, he can do a lot of things. And Neil Young, Cole's little brother, but man, Neil can jump. I mean, he one-step dunk. I mean, this kid is athletic. Quinn Eubanger, James Harrell, that's kind of our sophomores.
You kind of know a little bit more about how siblings can improve just from playing with their older brothers and stuff, and that's what you're seeing with Cole. I mean, your family, clearly how that.
Well, you asked Curtis, he wouldn't be the players that he was without Greg and myself.
You and Greg beating the crap out of him.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sorry. I meant helping him
making
train.
Him tougher and helping him become a better basketball player.
Helping him train.
Speaking of beating the, beat
the tar.
Miss Riley Bullard was just a banger.
Is that right?
I love Riley. They call him Bulldozer, and they call him for a reason. Now he's got leverage. He's a junior, but he's a great kid. So that's kind of our seniors through sophomores.
Well, now you mentioned a lot of size, a lot of bulk, and you've been working with the guys down low for years and years and years. How do you? What's the best way to make better shooters? You only mentioned like 2 or 3 outside shooters. I mean, just basically getting them in a gym.
We've gone back to basics. So before every open gym, before every practice, we do form shooting. It's just one-handed shooting. It is 5, 5, and 5. All right, 5 from the right, 5 from the left, 5 in the middle, and then we step out about 10. Maybe 5-10 feet, and just form shooting now with 2 hands, and then we just advance out. So it's just that way you're just building muscle memory, and we're just trying to do that because if you can shoot, you usually find a place to play. And if you can't shoot, well, that limits you because you can only have so many non-shooters.
That's right.
I mean, you can have great athletes, but if they can't shoot, man, it's just hard. I mean, we played great D, but man, you got to score more than 28 points sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
It really helps.
Probably just about every time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. So how many shots a day do you think most of the kids are getting up in the off season? I mean, that's half the battle. Yeah. You had a nice full summer of workouts and games. Were the kids getting out there? Were they? That's and half the battle of it is kid wanting to be out. The want to.
So we had. I think it ended up being almost 4 or 5 weeks of summer basketball where they came in 3 times a week. So they would lift and then they would shoot. So they lift 30 minutes and they would shoot for 30, 45 minutes. And during that time, they'd probably get 150, 200 shots in. Yeah. And so that's 3 times a week. And then during the fall, we'd shoot probably another 200 shots a day, twice a week. So they're getting the shots in. And it's just, there are kids that still get out there and do it on their own. Yeah. It doesn't happen very often.
Oh, is that right? Well, that's the thing. They think they need to be in a gym setting or something like that, or maybe have somebody else rebounding for them or that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I didn't have that. I mean, no, you went outside and it was 50 degrees. I mean, it was 30 degrees. You just had to air a ball up a little bit more because
it get flat.
Exactly. You know that.
Right. Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, it's just.
My brother played basketball. He beat on me. I mean, that's the thing. He was 6'6" for crying out loud, beating the tar out of me. This is Phil Leib. I'm Bruce Dickey. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the new conference that the Flora Wolves have joined, and we'll do all that as well as the rest of the schedule here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey after this. Stick around.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back, Big Talk. Yeah, it was Westland. Yeah, it was Westland. Welcome back, Big. Are they in the Vandalia tournament or anything like that?
Nope.
So you won't see them?
No, we won't see them.
They're going to be pretty good here in a year or two.
I think so.
Right now, they're sophomores. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Cats TV. Their coach played
Brett Brady.
Yeah.
Played the state championship.
Yeah. We're rehashing stuff. We're reminiscing. Like I said, folks, the season starts November 22nd, and you're playing November 22nd and 23rd at home.
Yep.
Set it up at home for the first 2 nights of the year. First night in the Black Diamond Conference.
That's right.
You're opening your season in a conference game.
I know.
Are you crazy?
Well, it wasn't our intention. We're crazy enough anyway, but Hamilton County's schedule, we were supposed to play them later on in the year like we were supposed to, but I think in February, but they had a conflict in their schedule or something like that, so we had to move it, and that's what our ADs came up with that Monday right before Thanksgiving. So
now in the Little Illini Conference, it was not a full round robin, right? It was just one time.
Yep.
The Black Diamond East, which is where where the Flora Wolves now play, it's a smaller conference, 6 teams. Well, there's 12 teams total, or 13, but one side doesn't see the other. You guys won't even see the other side at all. And they'll play round robin twice against Hamilton County, Edwards County, Fairfield, El Dorado, and Carmi.
Yep.
Glad to get back into some of the North Egypt Conference teams.
I am. There's some great coaches down there, great camaraderie.
Coaches who've been down there quite some time, too.
Yep, they are, and they're familiar territory. I mean, Carmi we don't see every year, but Fairfield, we played for I don't know how long for the last few years. So same way with Edwards County, Hamilton County seemed like we were playing them in tournaments about probably 8-9 years ago. We played down there in regionals, so we're familiar with their gym. El Dorado, we've not played down there since 2003.
Really?
Yeah, so these kids weren't even born.
So these kids weren't born yet.
No, isn't that something?
Wow, that is really something.
That'll be a cool gym.
So. And it is so I'm trying to think if there are any gyms that you have played in recently that even look like El Dorado.
No.
It could be. No. I mean, it's a bowl, ladies and gentlemen, and it is. Did you ever play there?
Not as a player.
Not as a player, just as a coach.
Just a coach.
It is something. It is really something. It kind of takes a little time to get used to.
You're right. I mean, it changes you shooting wise. I mean, it's a little different.
Well, I was wondering, is there a with no good looking, with no back view, does it make a change as a shooter?
I think it does affect you. I mean, I think it takes a little bit just from playing in college arenas. I mean, you just really had to zero in on the backboard and the rim. I mean, you just had to block everything else out. So,
I guess you kind of, that's why you're wanting the muscle memory. That's why you're wanting the kids to develop that, and so that they are able to shut the goofball behind the rim who's going like this and all kinds of
stuff.
Which
makes it awesome.
Which makes it cool.
It does. It really does. And people, I wish they wouldn't do it. Well, you know what? That's what high school basketball is.
Yeah. And by the way, they do that at El Dorado. But they usually only first half, because the second half you'll be facing the other way.
Okay.
For the most part, you'll be on your own. You'll be on the Flora fans. Background. Probably.
True.
I got to tell you, though, if it's been that long, that place does hold some noise.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets really loud. They'll have the band in there. See, they'll have the band in there in the tournament, the El Dorado Holiday Tournament. They'll have the band in there, so it doesn't get like when they have the band going, it's incredibly loud.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just so you'll know to.
Yeah.
Bring the cough drops that day.
Will do. I will. Thank you.
Do you know who's going to be good in the BDC?
I really don't. I mean, I don't. I know. How
do you get down to scouting them then?
That's a great question. With today's technology, we do a lot of.
Is it Huddle or something?
A lot of Huddle, the NFHS network type thing would do that. But as far as, I always like to see them live.
Yeah.
Just to see.
It makes a difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
From scouting perspective.
It does. I mean, you can tell a little bit of quickness on the camera, but not a lot. I mean, you just see them live, or the physicality, or just their size in general. But so it's going to be a challenge. But Fairfield, I'm familiar with. Carmine a little bit. I mean, just from seeing them play against other opponents.
Did you see any of them in the summer this year?
I did not.
Oh, really?
We did not. So
you're gonna have to. Are you gonna have to make an adjustment in your summer schedule and to learn? Actually, that's kind of folks like to play other teams in the summer, don't they?
We like to get away and just play some people different that we don't see. So,
yeah. Well, Russ Gerlach, for crying out loud.
Well, he gave that up.
He's not. Oh, he gave it up for football, didn't he?
But I do know Russ. He was former assistant. But not sad to hear that. But
I forgot that he had done that, because I knew he'd shifted over to just a football.
Yeah.
And that really didn't work out for him this year. They had a tough year.
Yeah, they did. But I wish him the best.
So who's coaching Edwards County now?
Yeah.
What's his name? You remember his name?
No.
Okay, I'll have to look.
And that's what I'm looking forward to getting ready to meet some of these other guys. So. But as I know, Coach McElravy.
Doug Miller from McLeansboro, Hamilton County?
Yep. I know Doug a little bit.
He coached down at Gallatin for a while. And NCOE for years and years and years.
Okay.
Doug was on the 92 Hamilton County team that placed third in state.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a pretty good player.
Good. Carmine's Coach Wolf, isn't it?
Yeah, Coach Wolf is still
there. I know him
there.
a little bit, so I think he does a good job. I don't know El Dorado's coach that well, so.
Is it still Joe Clark? I'm trying to remember if it is. It? Yeah. Okay, I didn't. I could tell you stories, but I'm not going to tell you on the air.
All right. But we got our White Diamond, but our non-conference is pretty tough. I mean, we still got Newton, Mount Carmel, we got Carlisle.
Yeah, he sounds like you kept a few of your LIC teams, didn't you?
We closed out Onley, which I'm just stupid because they got everybody back, and but it's going to be a good way, for us to kind of sharpen the sword, if you will.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what you want to say, but right before regionals, but we got the Clay County rivalry. We got North Clay after the first of the year. We got Altamont. We got Wayne City.
Who's going to be real? Who do you know this upcoming season that's going to be really good? That seems to have a lot coming back.
I mean, Onley will be good. I think they'll be.
They were pretty tough. Well, speaking of defense, I mean, Only Tigers, the defense that they put together is
they just guard. They guard. So, but they take pride in it. So,
yeah.
Well,
that's the thing. When you look at the rest of Southern Illinois, I guess it's just such a mixed bag this year without having a full season to get into it, isn't it?
So you really didn't. I mean, a lot of games last year were just conference games. I mean, a lot of teams didn't go out their conference. I mean, some teams did. I think Fairfield did.
Yeah,
Effingham did. I mean, they got as many games as they possibly could. But some teams just, you know what, we're just going to play within our conference and save these kids for the next sport and the next sport. So you're right. It's just a mixed bag. You really didn't get a feel as far as they got this kid coming back because you just forgot. You just didn't know. So
who's some of the where are the tournaments you're going to?
Tournaments start out with Kaskaskia tournament over in Carlisle, which is a great tournament. You got Pinckneyville over there. You got Carlisle obviously over there. You got Woodlawn, us. You got Greenville. You got Hillsboro, Freeburg.
You are getting a good rounded out crew of good teams.
It is, and so it's going to usually it's a good way to just get the season started, but we got 2 games before that.
Yeah.
So that'll be all right. Then we got the Vandalia tournament, which is just a solid tournament. I mean, we got Pana, us, Vandalia. Man, there have been so many changes throughout the years. South Central, which we play them in the regular season as well. And Father McGivney.
You play Father McGivney?
Well, we'd like to, but we don't know. But
they're in that tournament.
They're in that tournament, okay. So it's and there's several other teams in there, and I forgive me, other coaches, but that I'm just leaving out. So
I tell you what, the plan is that we will. I know we're planning on shooting that second game, the Tuesday game. I didn't realize until recently, until we got started looking at it, that the Hamco game was on the Monday.
Yeah,
and I think I may do some shifting.
Okay.
Try to get there because I'd love to be there for your first night in the Black Diamond Conference, even if it was unexpected.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. You're right. It's a way of making history. So we're looking forward to it, and I know looking forward to meeting Coach Miller and getting to know him a little bit in a different relationship. So. And I think the kids are just ready to get back to some normality. So
I suspect that's right. And now most of the time you're also doing freshman games same night, right?
I see that, yeah. So which
does that
makes for a long night, but as a coach, you're thinking I kind of liked it because that's one less night I'm out. Because otherwise, I got the varsity JV. Then Monday, Thursday is usually fresh soft games. So
makes for a long night for the administrators too.
It does.
They'll makes doesn't add to my night at all.
Right.
We're not shooting a freshman.
No.
Might have Michael Jordan down there. We're not. You're gonna bring him up anyway. If you had Michael Jordan, you'd be bringing the kid up. All right. I always try to ask you about college basketball because you're a player.
Yep.
And were you surprised? And we're both Illini fans, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Were you surprised that Kofi decided to come back?
I was for a little bit, but I think that I hope Underwood, which obviously they did, and got a hold of him and hey, look, you're still really raw. I mean, and really, realistically speaking, he's only been playing the game, 5 years? But he's just such a brute athlete that he's just going to be so much better as a player as he progresses and understands the game a little bit more. So, how to guard a ball screen, how to defend, how to do something other than just a screen and dive, and
how to shoot from farther than 3 feet.
Yes, I mean all those
which
things.
Which he's going to need to play in the NBA, and that's
he's not going to be a stretch
goal.
3 guy. Yeah. I mean he won't be that, but at least a mid-range jumper.
Yeah,
so, I mean it's
get
going to help
out
him.
10 feet, 10, 12 feet.
I'm excited to see Cabela. I mean I think that last year was his freshman, and I think he learned a lot. Sometimes that kid can create, he can play. I mean I know you're like me. It's like, oh please get it out of his hands, please get it out of his hands.
I
knew it. Oh, great play!
Wow, I do it all wrong.
I was like, did you feel the same way?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I've watched the first two exhibition games, and I kind of felt the same way.
Yep. And the lefty shooters, he backed Frazier.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I thought he was just a great leader.
Frazier, Frazier got named preseason Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
In the conference, and named All-American preseason All-American defensive player, that kind of thing.
So those are the three I'm familiar with, but I know they had some guys that Frankie was his dad's name. Yep.
Williams. DeMonte.
At one time was leading the nation in three-point shooting.
DeMonte's back. We got to go.
Is it time?
It's time.
Oh, wow.
Thank you so much.
Bruce, thank you. It's always
Good
an
luck
honor.
to you. Good luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.